Hey guys, what is up? My name's Hiram. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please stick around, consider liking and subscribing. Tune in. Right now we're watching Lego Ninjago. And if you are returning from any of the last episodes, welcome back. Yeah, we're on episode 4 at the moment. It's Never Trust a Snake. And yeah, no, like I was mentioning in the last reaction video. Basically, in the recap, I know we got to basically see a new serpentine group called the Fangpire, I believe. And yeah, we got to see a little more insight on them. We were basically seeing how they what they basically do now. So they're very different from the Hypnobrite, and we see that the Hypnobrite definitely have different abilities, and the Hypnobrite they don't, at least that I know, they don't turn in like any people into snakes, and they don't have that ability. They have the hypnotization ability, but we know that the Fangpire, their main like attribute is literally sinking their fangs into anything, and they turn it into like something snake related. They can turn anything and anyone into something, like I said, something snake related. So like they can literally sink their fangs into a vehicle, and that becomes like some mechanized version of like some snake mechanized vehicle. As for any person, if they get injected with the Fangpire's venom, they do slowly start turning into I think a serpentine. We really didn't get to explore that, because we did get to see Jay's parents. They were introduced. They're really funny, and we can definitely see how Jay gets his like little like invention wit and whatnot, and his jokes and chatterness from his parents. They were really good to see, and I think it was a good way to introduce him at the same time as they introduced a new serpentine group that obviously, like we said, Lloyd discovered, and they seem to be lower in numbers, as it was stated that they don't have as many numbers as the Hypnobrite do. They also have a staff which is also carrying the anti-venom to, I guess, the Fangpire's venom. But yeah, going back to it, basically, like I said, Jay's parents were introduced. They were brought on board onto the new ship, and we did get to see, like I said, that they're inventors. They have like a junkyard full of like just random stuff, and they're also hoarders. So specifically Jay's dad, and yeah, they just work on stuff. Like I said, they came to visit the airship or the dojo, whatever they call it. It seems like Jay's a little embarrassed of them, just because they're a little out of pocket. They kept making little remarks towards like Nia, saying that like oh Jay, who's this pretty young lady and whatnot. So because obviously I think they know that Jay has a crush on Nia, but I think that's something that any parent would do. But yeah, no, basically just to quickly speed up the summarization, yeah, we did get to see how the Fangpire basically operate, and we saw that like Lloyd somehow convinced like their tribe leader or whatnot, the chief, to just get revenge on the ninja, even though I feel like the Fangpire had like no business really having to be involved with the ninja. But for whatever reason, they're just like, maybe it's because they were freed, and it's a way to repay Lloyd. But yeah, they did infect Jay's parents with the venom, and they were slowly turning into like I said, I don't want to say Fangpire, but they were slowly turning into like a snake person or whatnot, a serpentine. And they managed to get the staff, and they were able to use that. They took like a shot of like the anti-venom quickly, that turned them back into human, so they were good to go. And then yeah, at the same time they lost the staff again, which is nothing new. So the Fangpire got their staff back, and yeah, and then we got to see basically the ninja took off on their ship, and so like now we see that thing actually like flies really well. And yeah, no, basically that's kind of where we left off, and we're just going into a brand new episode, fully going into it, and we're gonna see what's new in this episode. And one more thing I will say is that we did get to learn that Wu has a flute, and has the only flute apparently in like in the Ninjago series at the moment that it's the only one that survived. Whatever reason, they don't have any more. Like the tradition was not passed down. So Wu has the last flute that is like the ultimate serpentine anti. I don't know what you would call it, but it's the one thing that basically like still hurts any serpentine, as we've seen, because it worked against the Hypnobrai and it worked against the Vampire. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in this new episode. I feel like this bird has
Wake up, Zane. I know where you come from.
Oh, that's weird. That kind of scared me.
Fortune. What reason?
But that bird, I feel like that bird's gonna play a bigger role into this. Like, I don't know why they keep showing that bird, but it has to be something more important or more to the story. Wait.
Lord Garmadon. But you were banished.
Only to return for the weapons.
I feel like this is the first time we actually see Garmadon still. Granted, I feel like this still seems like a dream. There's no way Zane one-on-one that. Yeah. Oh.
The Green Ninja.
Wait, the Green Ninja.
It's true.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to see like the face a little bit. I'm trying to see if it's one of the ninja. Or they could just be throwing us off though too, because you know how like, you know, one can assume that it looks like one of them, or they purposely don't make it look like anybody, and it's just kind of like a character right now, because I bet you he's not gonna talk at all. Like he's just fighting.
Kai, is that you?
Is it foreshadowing that it's Kai? I feel like that's kind of like too obvious. There's no way.
Who are you, Green Ninja?
But then again, I feel like Kai is like the leader.
Every time you see that bird, something big happens. First, it led you to the secret treehouse.
Then it led you to the bounty.
All right. Stretches.
The Green Ninja?
What?
That looks like the shocked monkey. Bad form. More focus.
You can't just drop a bomb like that. Spill the beans.
Yeah, because they're all anticipating like wanting to know like any
That's
little
what the
lure
prophecy said,
to see
that
who
the
can be
Green
the
Ninja
Green
would
Ninja.
defeat the Dark Lord. But did you have a chance to see which one of us was him?
Yeah,
What did you see?
I could not tell. He shared attributes each one of us possess.
Now, since you all appear to be lacking in focus, then you can all share in the punishment.
What? Punishment? It was all Zane.
I was merely
How are they
answering their
blaming
questions.
Zane for
No
this?
free
Like,
time and no video games. The rest of the day can be used for training.
it's not Zane's
And
fault. He just
tomorrow,
literally said he had a dream, and then they started
Training?
freaking out.
For
Like,
how
you know,
long?
like, oh my gosh,
Until
what's
you
going
can
on?
answer
Like,
this simple
who's a Green
riddle.
Ninja?
What?
What's the best way to defeat an enemy? It could be anything.
It's
Come
definitely
on,
more
guys, we're
like
smart.
the best
We
way
can
to
figure this
defeat your
out.
enemy. I feel like there's more to it. Like it's like an underlying thing. It's definitely not obviously like
Well, let's hear more
any
about this
form of
dream.
like action. It's probably
Let me
just
just say,
some
the
patience.
Green Ninja is awesome.
Do your thing, Vampire. I let you out of your hole for a reason.
Wait, but didn't they say in the last episode that the Vampire are outnumbered? Like when it comes to the Hypnobrai? Oh.
Scales, my old chum.
Oh my
Think I'd be
god.
fighting you. Moved up in the world, have we?
Of course, so they're not gonna fight each other now because they're friends. So there's 3 more serpentine.
What should we
types?
do with him? I could turn him into one of us. Nah, the little tyke is pretty useless. What if you hypnotize him and make him think he's a pig?
Lloyd's gotta get out of there. I feel like he's literally gonna do nothing from this.
Can you imagine?
As they realize. Can he take one of the vehicles potentially? Yeah. Oh great.
Ah.
With his fist on fire.
So I'm the Green Ninja.
Of course.
What are you talking
I
about?
feel like it's
He
not
had
that
incredible
obvious
strength to
though.
lift
Like
the
I feel
cargo
like
and save his
there's
life.
way more
It's
detail
me.
into
No,
like
did you miss the part of the story where the
like
guy
there's
pulled
no
out
way it can be
nunchucks? I have
like
nunchucks.
I
Zane,
think you're all
sorry
missing the
Zane,
point of this dream.
Kai.
The point
But
is
like I said, it
focus when we
definitely
don't
can
know who
be.
the Green
But I
Ninja
personally
is.
feel
I
like
would
the
be
Green
training
Ninja is
all
gonna
day.
be
Let's work
somebody like
together on this riddle. We
completely
can figure
new,
it out.
somebody different. Now, do we know who? Or
And you
do I know
release the
who? Probably not.
constrictor, the
I have zero
Venomari,
clue
or
who it could be.
heaven forbid,
Still too
the
early, but I'm sure I'm gonna try to
Then
see
we would have had a
if we're gonna pick up like little details or ideas of who it could be. Wait, what? Did you just? Oh gosh.
My sincerest apologies, young man. Due to my unfortunate appearance, I tend to have an unsettling effect on
Did
people.
he eat all those like
I
people or,
believe you dropped this.
or snakes or something?
They
I'm gonna pause it
more
really quick right
unfortunate-
here because I just want to say like based off of like snake like I don't know attributes of an anaconda, I'm gonna assume, and he looks like he'd be an anaconda. Anacondas like aren't really known for biting. They're mostly known for just eating anything and everything that they see or that they can fit in their body. They just like basically like pause, but they swallow everything. And yeah, like I don't, because anacondas aren't really known for like biting or inflicting any like form of like venom because they don't carry venom. So I'm gonna assume that the anaconda, if that's correct, that this guy right here is just more so like I think more brute power, or maybe I don't know. Like I'm interested to see what kind of ability they have because, like I said, anaconda aren't really known for anything else other than just constrictors and just eating anything that they can eat. I mean, from what I understand, like too, like just historically, like they can even eat each other just because they're just like that. So
Lloyd Garmadon, son of Lord Garmadon, and future Dark Ruler.
Oh, how deliciously evil. If I had feet, I'd be trembling in my boots.
And
he's not. He
who are
doesn't fear
you?
him.
Humbly, I am Pythor P. Chumsworth. And since you
Pythor
freed
P.
me,
Chumsworth?
I'm eternally
What kind
in your
of name is that?
Really?
Do you have any friends?
Whoa! I
Yeah, 'cause
already
he
have any
freaking
friends
ate
too.
all of them.
You don't say.
Hey,
But I get it. Lloyd's
how'd you
young.
like
He
to
doesn't
be my
piece that
loyal
together.
henchman?
Like,
I've been
it's
betrayed
obvious
by
that
the Hypno
he
Bride
ate everyone
and the
else.
vampires, and I'm looking to get a little revenge on some ninja too.
I love revenge. Oh, you know Floyd?
It's Lloyd.
Lloyd.
I have
We're here working. That means the enemy is playing.
Oh, let's see. Is he gonna steal candy or something again? Oh. Like it's if you really think about it, it's kind of sad that like Lloyd doesn't really have anybody like any true friends because I feel like Lloyd could be like a good kid if he was like shown the correct path and if he was willing to accept it.
Everybody needs friends, even tyrants.
Well, maybe I didn't run away. Maybe I got kicked out.
From the boarding school for bad boys? I don't believe it. I hear they are the breeding ground for the truly despicable. And if you ask me, you are a handful.
Well, thank you, Pythor. But they told me I wasn't bad enough. They said I lacked the immoral ambition to be one of tomorrow's masterminds.
Oh, Sugar Rush. Now he's crashing out. He's not gonna get it. Oh my gosh, he reminds me. He literally reminds me. Who does Pythor remind me of? But literally, Pythor reminds me of like. Have you guys ever seen? Which I'm sure you guys have. But anybody who's ever seen, I think, Monsters Inc. He reminds me of like. What's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't think of. My gosh. Okay, well, I can't think of the name, but it's that one like lizard guy. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm like blanking out right now. But it's that one lizard guy from Monsters Inc. That one that's like fake friendly and stuff. He's the one that goes like he's able to turn like invisible and stuff. The one that ends up being like a traitor or just wants to be like he just like looks out for himself basically. But I forget his name. But if you guys know who I'm talking about, like, yeah, that's who basically Pythor, like, that's the vibes he's giving me. He feels like that, where he's just like playing the role, being fake nice, and then gonna like end up, you know, turning on him, which as we see, like, it's becoming kind of obvious that Pythor is just kind of, I don't know, leading him on, or he's just trying to get like something out of him, which I think it's like that map right now. And I'm sure there's more to it, but just wanted to point that out.
Place is a cesspool for the crooked and
That's
the
such a funny
misbehaved.
name.
Doesn't mean they don't need our help. Step on it.
School of Bad Boys. So I will say, honestly, that's so clutch, like, that Jay like installed that, or, you know, made that a thing. So it's kind of good that, like, you know, they have Jay, someone like that's an inventor.
Ah, good! I'm sick and tired of those ninjas sneaking their way into my evil doings.
Looks quiet down there. Should we infiltrate using stealth?
We've done that. What about using our golden weapons that turn into vehicles? I'm still working out the kinks on that. Anyone have any other good ideas?
So why is he working on
I
his
have
like
one
vehicle?
idea,
I feel like they're
but
just
you
supposed to
guys
be
gotta
perfect
trust
because of like the weapons. Like,
I don't.
oh,
What's that?
how did he see that from up there? No way.
Oh, good. Yeah, good reflexes.
I mean, that's some good.
I
That's
was
some
just
good
testing
aim,
you.
and like the
If I
timing
know
is
these
perfect.
ninjas, they're...
Oh. Are they gonna like take down and destroy the school?
Okay, let's agree to
That's
never
exactly
do that
how I
again.
thought it was gonna play out. Like, it's an anchor.
Well. Cruncha and Knuckle. Substitute teachers, eh?
Cruncha
If we
and
cut you
Nucka?
down,
Is that what it was?
we better
Knuckle
not get
or
you hanging around
Nucka?
Ninjago again. Or else.
Let's take off. I remember them being idiots, yeah. School sucks. Class. Generic elevator music. Oh, I looked it up. It's a shuriken, right? Shuriken? Because I kept asking, like... I'm gonna fall asleep. Poor Jay. I looked up Zane's weapons because I kept asking it. I think in episode 1 or 2, I was like, what are they? But I looked them up, and they're called shurikens.
Prepare to eat dust.
So, Jay's nunchucks, Kai's sword, and then now Zane's
Watch out
shurikens.
for booby traps.
That's one big snake.
Why is he afraid of a snake? They already fought snakes.
Coming!
Oh,
What are you doing? I thought you were
why did I
my
predict that
friend.
so
All
perfectly?
you wanted was to make the Serpentine your slave. Well,
That's true.
sorry, my dear boy. I have other plans.
Whoa. Funny enough, did I not just say that, like, he gives me I forget his name, oh my gosh, but the guy from Monsters, Inc., that's who it reminds me of. I was like, you know, like his character, and like, it's funny enough because he's purple too in Monsters, Inc. And then I was literally saying, I'm like, oh, it's that one guy, that one like lizard that literally like goes transparent. He goes like invisible. And like, little did we know that Pythor is like, I feel like, okay, now I feel like they're just copying, maybe they took that out of Monsters, Inc. or somebody who created this show. Like, I feel like had to have watched Monsters, Inc. or something, because like that's literally the exact same thing, which is actually a really cool ability, you know, for the snake, which I'm going to assume now Pythor is probably the only Anachondri left, and that's their main ability, which I think we've been shown at least every episode at the moment that each snake, like I said, has a special ability. Because I said Hypnobrai, hypnotization, Fangpire turns anything and everyone into like something regarding a snake. And then now Pythor, since he's, at least at the moment, we know that he's the only one, can go completely invisible and just like can't be seen. So
You come here right now.
I got him.
Hey, let me go!
What should we do with him? Wash his mouth out with soap?
For a year? Ground him indefinitely?
Have him sit in a corner for a century?
I know exactly what
what
we
are they
must
gonna do?
That is why Jack the Rabbit never trusts a
serious?
snake. The end.
If my dad had read me that book, I would never have made that mistake. I'm sorry,
Oh.
Uncle.
Oh,
That's messed
you do
up.
not need to apologize. I am sure
telling you,
that
see,
if your father was still here,
I think
it
Lloyd's.
would be the first book he'd read.
I think Lloyd's a good
Good night,
guy.
Ned.
Punished. Yeah.
Yeah,
We had
he
to
should
train
at least
all
get
day
some
and he gets read a
punishment.
bedtime story? It's not fair.
It's not really
You're
fair.
right. I nearly forgot. Why are you not still training? Did you find the answer to the riddle?
Oh yeah.
No,
What's-
Sensei.
What's the answer to
We
that?
still don't know what the best way to defeat your enemy is.
It is to make them your friend.
Of course, there we go. That's like the whole gist of the episode, right? Just finished episode 4, Never Trust a Snake of Lego Ninjago. Honestly, I really like that episode as well. I know I've been saying that for every episode, but honestly, they've been pretty good. Like, I feel like this is the first episode, and I think somebody mentioned that in the comments. They're like, oh, after episode 3, it'll start picking up, like becoming better, which I was literally about to say. Like, I really do feel like this was the first episode where we really got to see like more than the same thing, because we had just been seeing that Lloyd is just like, you know, basically going around to each serpentine group and making them like work for him, you know, acting as like revenge towards the ninja, and just like basically taking advantage of them. Like that he came across what is it, the anaconda, well, just one guy, as we saw, Pythor, and you know, we saw from the beginning that he's basically like a two-faced, you know, person, or not a person, serpentine. And we quickly picked up that his intentions were never really to be friends or cooperate with Lloyd, other than just using Lloyd, 1, because he wanted the map, and then 2, because I'm sure he's gonna have his own plans, and we saw that Pythor literally ate everybody. I'm assuming he ate everybody just based off like him saying, like, you know, that he's been hungry, that he hasn't had anything to eat in a while. We saw all the skeletons. Like I said, they look more like snake skeletons than humans. Granted, like I said, I feel like well, in real life, anacondas, like I said, can eat anything and anyone. So that makes sense in the show. But yeah, I mean, obviously this was just another episode, at the beginning at least, that we saw that Lloyd just try to take advantage of a new serpentine group and try to have them work for him and for his own reasons. But we obviously saw this was the first one that like Pythor was definitely on his game, and I feel like quickly picked up the fact that like Lloyd was trying to use him. So but anyways, yeah, so we get to see all that, and honestly, I feel like out of that, like, it kind of had to happen, because if not, they were kind of dragging it a little too long, and like it did seem like, you know, that Pythor was gonna betray him and stuff, or backstab him. And yeah, I mean, we got to see now that like maybe Lloyd's gonna be with the ninja now somehow. Maybe he's gonna you know, just train with them or something. Maybe, I don't know, serve like as a role like Nia. I don't know. Granted, I don't know if he has any form of training. I feel like Lord Garmadon is probably, I mean, like I said, we know that Garmadon and Wu are brothers, and you know, that they're both really good at, you know, I guess it's spinjitzu, right? Like their martial art form. So I think we've seen that like Lloyd doesn't have any of that, so I'm interested to see if like he if Wu's gonna want to train him up to be like another ninja, yeah, or just like I said, or a side character. But because right now Lloyd's, if we're being honest, he's kind of useless. So but maybe, like I said, being on the side of the ninja, like, it's gonna be a better, more meaningful and purposeful like role. So but anyways, yeah, that's the episode, and yeah, like, I hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna try to upload it. Like I said, I've been trying to upload a little quicker. I just been having some software issues, but should be getting videos out quicker. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It would help me keep pumping out videos, making sure that it is something that you guys like, you know, and because this does take time, right? And I do it for fun because I love doing this, but, you know, obviously this takes time, and I want to make it worth it for you guys. So you know, I just want to make sure that you guys are enjoying this, and if you are, like I said, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. There should be like somewhere in that corner, there should be like a little button. You should just be able to click on it, and then you'll be subscribed immediately. You know, turn on notifications for when I upload new videos. I'm gonna try to do it every other day. At one point I'm gonna try to do every day, but might be a little tough right now with my schedule. But if you guys can, like, just consider subscribing and turning on notifications. I'll let you know when I upload. Like I said, every 2 to 3 days I'm gonna try to upload constantly. And like I said, leave comments. Like, please feel free. I know some of you have left comments before, and like I said, I encourage you guys to leave comments letting me know like what you guys think, what I should do better, if there is anything to do better, and leave actually recommendations too. Like, what else would you guys want me to watch? Because I'm thinking of starting another show at the same time as I upload Ninjago, so maybe having 2 shows at once might be best for you guys, and maybe I can upload them quicker, because at least on the days that I don't upload Ninjago, I can upload whatever other show you guys are interested in. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Like I said, if you're new here, consider liking and subscribing, please. It would mean the world to me. And if you've been here, you know, just tune in next time for the next episode. And like I said, feel free to leave a comment, leave a like. With that being said, you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace out.